Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Taz from Looney Tunes. So first let's get started by coming up towards the top portion of our page, and in the center we're going to draw a sideways oval shape for our nose. On the bottom of this now we're going to curve this line around and then in, and we'll replicate that over on the left hand side. Now from here we're going to draw a curved line that arches around and then out, and we'll do the same thing on the right hand side. For our teeth now we're going to draw a curved line that comes down and then at that point arch it back in, and we'll do the same thing over on the right hand side. Now moving further in towards the middle, we're going to replicate that, just making those smaller. Now let's close off the top, so we're going to curve our line that comes out towards the right, and then moving up on a diagonal further, we're going to bring this up higher, curving this around and then out. Now from here at the point, we're going to bring two small curved lines that come in towards the middle. Moving back in towards the point now, we're going to curve this around and then down. And then starting at that point, we're going to curve this back up and in. Let's focus on the top of the head first. So for our eye, on the left-hand side, we're going to bring a nice big curved line that arches around and then up. We'll do the same thing on the right, just making this slightly smaller as we come out. On the top portion here, we're going to draw an arch line coming down towards the top there. And we'll do the same thing on the bottom, curving this around and then back in. On the inside portion here now, we're going to draw in a small oval shape for our eye. And we'll do the same thing on the right, just curving this around and then back up towards the top. Now let's draw in some hair strands. So moving in towards the middle, we're going to draw a curved line that arches down. And then from here, we're going to curve this back up towards the top. On the left-hand side of this now, we're going to curve a small line that comes down. And then starting at that point, we're going to arch this back up towards the top. For our ear now, on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line out and then back in. And then moving up on our diagonal, we'll replicate that. So we're going to curve this up and then back down. Moving towards the inside of that now, we're going to just draw a small curved line that arches down towards the bottom. Now let's finish off the hair. So on the left-hand side, we're going to draw a small curved line that arches up and then down. Starting at that point, we're going to curve this in towards the middle, arching that down. Starting at that point again, we're going to curve this all the way over, arching that back in. At that point there, we're going to curve this further down and then back up towards the top. And now from here, we're going to curve a small line that comes down, and then we're going to draw a small triangle on the side. Now from here, let's draw in the arms. So on the top, we're going to draw a curved line that arches up. And we'll do the same thing on the left, just drawing a diagonal line that comes out. On the top portion now, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And on the left-hand side, we're going to bring our diagonal line down. Moving over towards the inside, we're going to draw a small curved line that comes in, ending that at the same height. And we'll do the same thing over on the left-hand side. Now from here on the right, we're going to draw a curved line that comes in towards our ear. And then over on the left, we'll replicate that, curving this around and in towards the side of the face. Now let's draw in our hands. So moving further down, we're going to draw a curved line that arches all the way around and then up. Now on the right-hand side, let's curve this line around and then up. For the thumb, we're going to start at that point, curving this around and then back in. For our first finger, we're going to curve this around and then up. From here now, we're going to draw a small curved line that comes down. And then starting at that point, we're going to arch this line around and then down again. Now from here, we're going to curve this around and then in. Moving further down now, at that point, we're going to curve this around, arching this in. And then now from here, we're going to close this off by curving this line over and in towards our thumb. Let's move over towards our left hand now. So we're going to replicate that. We're going to curve this up towards the top, a little bit higher. For our thumb, we're going to start at that point, curving this around and then in. For our first finger, we're going to curve this around and then back up. Now from here, we're going to curve this around and then up for our second finger. And then at that point, we're going to curve this around and then back in. Now we're going to draw a small curved line that arches in towards the middle. And then starting at that point, we're going to curve this line around and then down. Starting at that point again, we're going to curve this line up. And then now we're going to close this off with a curved line arching that in towards the thumb. Let's move further down now and draw in the tongue. So on a diagonal here, we're going to start by curving this line up and then down. Moving above this now, we're going to curve this line up all the way around, and then we're going to arch that back up and in towards the middle. Let's close off the bottom of the face now by drawing a small curved line that arches out. And then moving underneath that, we're going to draw another curved line, arching that up and then out towards the side. Let's draw in the teeth on the bottom now. So we're going to draw a small triangle shape as we come in towards the middle. And we're going to come across and do that 2 more times, making our last one just a little bit bigger. To close off the side of the face here, we're going to draw a small curved line that arches around and then in. And now moving further in, we'll replicate that, bringing that in towards our tooth. In the center, we're going to draw a nice big oval shape right in the middle. And now moving further over towards the left, we're going to draw a curved line that arches down. And then to close off the side of the face here, we're just going to draw a curved line that arches around and then in towards our tongue. Lastly, we're just going to draw the tornado on the bottom. So we're going to draw a curved line as we arch this around and then in towards our tongue. Stepping further around that, we're going to curve that all the way around and then back in. Moving further down on a diagonal now, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And then dropping below that, we're going to curve this all the way around and then in towards our tongue. Moving further up on a diagonal again, we're going to curve this around and then in. And then dropping below that one more time, we're going to curve this all the way around, back in towards the top. Moving in towards the center, we're going to draw a curved line that arches around and then up. And then to the left of that, we're going to curve this all the way around and then back in. Moving below this again, we're going to draw a curved line, arching this around and then up. Again, we're going to draw in a small curved line. And as we come down now to this point, we're going to gradually get a little bit smaller. Stepping around this, we're going to curve this around and then up. Moving over towards the left of this, we're going to curve a line that comes around and then up. And then one last time, we're going to bring this out at a point, and then we're going to curve this around and then back in. And then that is it. That's how you draw Taz from Looney Tunes. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.